Guys, it's not a secret. But once again, we are live. Once again here at the, what was it called again? Isotarium? Isotopes? Isarium, that's what it was. We're at the Isarium here in Knoxville, Tennessee at Cool Sports, which is home of the Isotarium. Cool Sports also across the way in the lobby. If you take a left instead of a right, Cool Sports has a kind of turf area where the kids can play soccer and those type of things. So, if you're here, welcome. Minute left in warm-up. Our Raleigh Raptors here will be in the away jerseys for the first time in this tournament. Roster update. Cullen Fisher joins us. Cullen actually had to do some education earlier today, which, yes, nice hockey dedication when you're actually taking the SATs, because we know all these kids are going to the NHL, so they don't actually need education. No, but good on Colin for actually doing the, I don't want to say smart thing, but I mean doing the logical thing. School is important. Get your education. Buzzer sounds. So your Raptors are taking on the Pittsburgh Arctic Foxes. We played the Arctic Foxes in Hershey, Pennsylvania. It was a 7-4 game for the Arctic Foxes back then. We're assuming it's the same Arctic Foxes team. There are several of them. We're not sure. I guess we'll see. There's been some discussion because on the My Hockey Rankings page, the Arctic Foxes team that we played in Hershey, they look like they're playing somewhere else. So, we'll see. I didn't bring any lozenges with me, so my mouth will be a little dry. So you'll have to excuse me if I do some coughing along there. Scoreboard has not been updated. I think they're trying to work on it now. Scoreboard currently says Rage versus St. James. You can tell it's not St. James on the ice because it is not a sterile environment that looks like a hospital. All right, so we're starting. Colin Fisher starting on D. So we'll see what ends up happening. Face-off goes back. Dagan Brown has it along the boards. Can't find it. Picks it back up. In front. Missed by two people. Kalen Rogers attempts. Does the Superman stretch. In front, picked up by Keener. Keener keeps going. Gets a piece of it, so no icing there. Raptors. Ooh. A little high hit by Rogers there. Keener, good D on the back check. Rogers has it, sends it forward. Lombardo will enter the zone. Keener in the middle there. Things got tied up. Foxes have it. They'll send it down ice. Dagan Brown will chase after it. He dumps it. Throws it at a referee's hindquarters. That's not a place to send your pass. Rogers with a hand pass there, but, it's a hand pass right to the opposing team, so that's okay. Brown tries to get it out. It hits Scott. Intercepted there by Cullen Fisher. And off the boards, that's going to go all the way. So that's an icing because that's cheating. 13:40 remaining in the first period. There's no score, which is kind of cool. That's better than the last game today. It's Brady Scott to take the face-off. Tied up out to the point. Shot from the point. Bouncing in front. Sent around. Amistadi tries to get it out. Out to the point again. Off of Perkins' pad. And the Edwards at forward experiment is still underway as he takes the pass. Tried to send it to a streaking Patty Lee, who was not there yet. Sent around the boards, kept in by Driver. Driver sends it back around the boards. Edwards will chase after it. I can't get used to saying that. Sent off the boards. Driver will take it, send it back the opposite way. Foxes have it, but they can't hold on to it, and Scott will dump it in. Behind the Arctic Foxes' goal. Sent back around. Foxes put on the brakes, then forget the puck. Patty Lee has it. He'll bring it in. Goes to put it on, goes off of a shin. You want the shin guards. They're the best piece of equipment you can buy. Scott has it behind the net. In front, Lee with a shot, save. Lombardo out to Fisher at the point. That's wide. 0-1 on the Foxes. Gets to the puck. That's weird. Don't do 0-1. Just do 1 or like 0 or whatever. Anyway, it's out to Fisher. Fisher with a shot into the shins. Sent off the boards. Fisher attempts to keep it in. Bouncing puck. Lombardo has it. Shot on net. Score! Corin Lombardo is HOT hot. That stick is blessed. And the Raptors take a 1-0 lead with 12:01 remaining in the first period. Puck drop. We're back underway. Pressure put on out to the point. Flipped around. Driver will bring it in. Sits around the other way. Amistadi tries to handle it. The puck goes into the zone. All the Raleigh players did not get onside, so it's offside. That's what happens when you're not onside. You're offside. There is no in between. Brought in. Up, bouncing puck. Now they have it. Swept away. Go to pick it up. Knocked over to the corner. Amistadi will take it in the corner. Checked into the corner. Keener now fights for it. Keener using that size to get around. Puck bounces back. Amistadi lifts it. Good job there because that won't be an icing. Keener blocks it. Morris zooms over. Rogers tries to bring it out and gives them a little business as well. Arctic Foxes in the middle of the line change. Bouncing puck. They'll try to get back onside. Good pass there. Keener will take it. Keener skates. Drop pass. Sent back the other way by Dagan Brown. Brown keeps it in. Shot on net goes wide. Keener will take it in the corner. loses an edge. And a whistle is blown. What happened? I guess it hit the netting. I don't know. But we'll take the face-off in the Raptors' offensive zone. 10:34 remaining. Raptors up 1-0. Out. Lombardo tries to get a shot off. Too many sticks there. Taken away by Brown. Brown shot on net. Edwards falls down. Let's all make fun of him. $10:21 remaining in the first. Raptors have a 1-0 lead. Scott to take the face-off. Tied up, goes back to the Foxes. The Foxes send it along the boards. Fisher gets a piece of it. Tied up along the boards now. Scott tries to get it out, goes along the other side. It gets out. Fisher has it. Sends it across ice. Edwards gets a piece of it. It bounces. Scott tries to get it past. Edwards keeps it in. Scott sends it cross ice. Brown chases after it. He can't get to it. And the Foxes have it. Lombardo putting the pressure on. Poked away. Shot. Blocked by Perkins. Sent out. Edwards sends it over to Scott. Scott's got a little bit of room. Backhands it. Didn't get all he wanted on it. And the Foxes will cover for a whistle. 9:26 remaining in the first. Raptors up 1-0. Tied up as I go after a lozenge. Driver will take it behind his net. Perkins with the great distraction there. Sent off of a stick. Lee goes after it. Poked away by Driver. Goes along the boards. Driver gets a piece, but not all of it, so the Foxes have it behind the net. They're looking for an opportunity. Shot on net. Amistadi has it. Fights for it. In front. Good opportunity there going hard into the slot. Rogers with a little activity on the boards there. Shot on net. Second shot on net. Scooped up by Perkins, and we'll get a stoppage. 8:32 remaining in the first. And I have a lozenge now. And the Raptors are up 1-0. Everything's coming up Millhouse. Sorry, there are Simpsons references. What do you expect from someone with a Bort license plate? Fisher has it. He goes to send it out. Gets knocked down by a Fox. Bouncing puck gets out of the zone. Lombardo sneakily tries to enter the zone. He's still working on it. Bouncing puck there. Fisher will try to keep it in. Foxes will take it. They do a zone entry. Bouncing puck. Hand is up. That's going to be a Raptors penalty. Hooking. Yeah, I can see that. The stick got up in the bodily area. And Colin Fisher, welcome back. Sit in the box. It's only a minute and a half, so it's the diet version of a penalty. Apparently, according to the scoreboard, player 118 with the penalty. That's some, I don't know, G League. Patty Lee intercepts the pass. Shot on net. Score! Patrick Lee. Lordy, we have a shorty. Patrick Lee has 2 goals this season, both shorthanded, both on similar plays like that. I know because I pay attention. Raptors have a 2 nothing lead with 7:50 remaining. Still 1 minute 19 left in the Raptors penalty. They send it out. Xander Morris has it. He'll put it on net. Bouncing puck. The Foxes will go to take it out. Tied up along the boards. Lee keeps it in. Now Morris dumps it in. So still being disruptive, but the Foxes will dump. Goes, in front, but bad angle on the shot. Foxes don't have a good opportunity there. Knocked away by Driver. Driver tries to get it out. Kept in, though. Driver needs to dump that completely out of the zone. Because you're on a kill, you can just send it very far away. Save there by Perkins. He covers a little too much activity in the crease. And Driver takes exception to it. 28 seconds remaining on the penalty to Fisher. 6:58 remaining in the first period. Raptors have a 2-0 lead. Weird to say, but true. Shot from the point goes wide. Foxes get a piece of it. Try to get it out in front. Bouncing puck. The Raptors have it. Lombardo gets into the corner. He'll hold on to it. Tries to get it over to Brady Scott. He can't. Now we have a 2-on-1. Shot on net. Saved by Perkins. Almasadi swings, but doesn't get all of it out. That's going to be the end of the penalty. Driver with a check there. In front, still too much traffic. Scott, that was almost a dangerous check, but Scott stays on his feet. Well, kind of on his feet because he's on, blades. Pass forward. Dumped in by Scott, was caught. Edwards picks it up. Little check, poke check there. Scott on the boards. Tied up. It'll be Morris who has it. Looks out to the point. There's Dagan Brown. Shot deflected. Good opportunity there by Edwards to deflect it. Just goes wide. Shot out to the point. Fisher keeps it in. Cross ice pass. Icing is waved off. Fisher will go after it. Scott brings it in. Scott still with it. He's tied up. They'll go back the opposite way. Foxes have it. Out in front. Send it out to the point. Shot. Deflected, but gloved by Perkins. Arctic Fox's captain tags Perkins there as he goes by. Perhaps it was a good save type of tag. Perhaps it wasn't. I don't particularly care. 4:54 remaining in the first. Raptors up 2-0. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Raptors need 5 players. They're allowed 5. You should use all of them. Backhand. Goes off of a pad. Goes off of another pad. Shot. Good play. Shot. And score. Too much activity in front of the net. Perkins was all over the place. Perkins pointing to the goal that was off the pegs.
How's that goal? Come on now.
Perkins looking for possibly redemption. It's not going to work. The goal has been called. So 2-1. Raptors still in the lead. Lombardo dumps it in. Still in front. Keener still has the puck. Maintains possession. In front, tied up. So many sticks, so many bodies. Let the Foxes take it out. 3-on-2. Shot on net. Goes wide. Foxes will pick this one up. Amistadi in the corner, though, to help out. Sent around the boards. Foxes will pick this back up. Puck goes around the other way. Driver has it. Driver goes to send it over to Rogers. Big bounce. Goes off of Rogers again. There's your offside. We were looking for it. It was close, but they managed to get it past the blue line. Could not maintain, so we'll get a face-off in the neutral zone. 3:58 remaining in the first. Raptors up 2-1. Scott to take the face-off. Tied up off the glass. Scott fights for it. It goes out to Fisher. It just takes it, attempts to send it over. It'll get dumped in. Lee chases after it. Sent around. Fisher will pinch. Sent around. Fisher's up. He sent it back for the one-timer from the point, but it goes through everyone, so Brady Scott will have to chase after it. Pass is lifted. Lee knocks it down, but does not move it forward. That goes forward, but too far around the boards. So that's going to be an icing. 3:09 remaining in the first. Raptors up 2-1. Or St. James over the Ridge 2-1, depending on what you're looking at. Some of these kids from the Arctic Foxes have stop signs in the back of their jerseys to prevent checks from behind. Some of them don't. So those players, you're allowed to check from behind. I think that's the rule. Puck goes out to the point. Goes in the air, behind the net. So much in front. Bodies. Gets out to the point. Driver with the big check there. And now the puck gets away. And the Raptors flip it out. Goes off of Morris's skate around the opposite way. Keener will take it. He's got a 2-on-1. Shot on net. Into the belly. Cross ice. Can they keep it in? Dagan Brown keeps it in. Good job there. With the clapper, it goes wide, but it did its job. Morris and a player tied up. Shot on net. Saved by Perkins. Brown has it. Pass to Morris. Skate forward, dude. Neutral ice. Good opportunity for everyone to take a pause and make line changes. Morris gets back on side as the puck was dumped in. Now the Arctic Foxes have it. They'll bring it into the zone. Drop pass. Shot on net. Blocked. Morris has it, looking to make the pass. Turns it over. It's checked there by Scott. Takes a little bit up top there. Fisher dumps it in. Foxes will go chase after it back in their own zone. Fisher keeps it in, sends it around the boards. Edwards will go chase after this one. He's looking out in front. But the Raptors players are tied up, so it goes past. Puck dropped in. Scott sends it wide. Shot on net. Gets deflected there. Fisher had it. Now it goes back. Icing is waved off. Brown will have to be on his horse. Brown to Fisher. Fisher holds on to the puck, thinks about it for a little bit. Edwards gets a piece of it at mid-ice, prevents the icing. Allows the rest of the team to go get a line change in. Big long pass. That's going to be icing. That's cheating. That's not allowed. 14.3 seconds left in the first period. Raptors have a 2-1 lead. Parent giving me a dirty look. That's funny. Icing is cheating regardless of how you feel about it. Yeah. Like, sorry, it is. Driver from the point. Shot. Goaltender gets a piece of it. Wrapped around. Amistadi keeps it in. 5 seconds left in the period. Need to get a shot off. Amistadi gets it. It's deflected. That's going to be it. So at the end of one, your Raleigh Raptors are up 2-1 on the Pittsburgh Arctic Foxes. What makes an Arctic Fox different than a regular fox? I don't know. I mean, Stormy is an ice hog. What makes an ice hog different than a regular hog? No one really knows. And both teams are going into the locker room, and we're going to get a Zamron. So I'm going to take this as an opportunity for an intermission. John, you're running the clock, the commentary.
Oh,
So I'll be back in a minute.
dead air.
They zam before and they zam.
Hi.
Hey, everybody. Typically, what they do is they zam before and then they zam again between the second and third when you're a Big Bear tournament. But all
Is this
these
a
are out
Big
the
Bear-
window.
Is this a Big Bear tournament or
It's
no?
a Big Bear tournament.
Okay, yeah.
I
I feel like Big Bear is mostly Virginia and stuff. I'm sure
Oh, they do
everybody
everywhere.
online is enjoying our riveting
We
commentary.
played Big Bear in Michigan last year. Yeah, so
They have ride-alongs just like the Canes.
at least we have power. Let's be thankful.
That is very true.
That was a new one. Many years travel hockey. I've never seen a rink lose power before while the kids were on ice. Now let's hope the Zam doesn't break down. I should have knocked on wood before I said that.
They still haven't updated the scoreboard with the correct teams
Still
playing.
a rage against St. James. Apparently,
Yep.
St. James is winning this game. That's great. Is that thing actually live?
I don't know.
Are we
Hi, everybody.
Oh, great. Hey, everybody. Okay. What's your language?
I should do a Trip Tracy moment. Like,
That's
you
right.
know,
We talk
I was
about
riding
food.
the elevator with, Brett Hall this morning.
We were talking
And,
about Taco Bell. I was
yeah.
asking him what his favorite Taco Bell meal is. And he says it's the gigantic gordita. And I was thinking, the gordita. Wow, that reminds me of when he went flying through the air and scored that goal, and then somehow Dallas won and Buffalo didn't.
That's right. And we're going to ignore the fact that his foot was in the crease.
Right.
But, you know, my college roommate from Buffalo, he took it very well.
That's right. Oh, poor Buffalo.
And then I remember telling him, oh, my God, we're getting a hockey team, but it's the Hartford Whalers. Good Lord. Could it be worse? And yet somehow the Quebec Nordiques won the Stanley Cup the next year, I
Yeah,
believe.
that's right. Hey, we got one. A little bit later, we got one.
That's right. That's true.
Quick reminder that the views expressed by John Amistadi do not reflect the views of the 18U Raptors YouTube channel. Do you have an opinion? We'd like to know.
I turned it into an OnlyFans.
I want a cut of that money if that's the case.
Yeah, I froze up under the pressure.
That happens. Tale as old as time. When the camera comes on,
We started talking about the 1996 Stanley Cup Finals with Fred Hall on the Dallas Stars, Dominic Hasek on the Sabres.
yes.
I'm still bitter. Brett Hall, growing up in St. Louis, Brett Hall, won a cup there when his foot was in the crease.
Yes. That was cheating. I'm saying cheating again, just so that Arctic Fox's mom gives me a dirty look again.
She's very upset about icing.
Yes, icing. It can happen to the best of us. So if you're just joining us, That's a Zamboni. At least I think it's a Zamboni.
Is that a season ticket holder riding the Zamboni?
That may be a season ticket holder riding the Zamboni. If you would like to ride the Zamboni at a Raptors game, send several dollars to my Venmo. It may not happen, but, it's worth a shot. Who says that it can't happen? Stan's not listening. Yes, that's actually a Zamboni. It is not just a generic term. It is an ice resurfacer regardless, but is made by the Zamboni company. Specifically, the model, or not the model, but the concept patented by Frank Zamboni. Frank Zamboni invented the Zamboni in 1949 in Paramount, California. You didn't think that an ice resurfacer for ice hockey would be invented in California, of all places. Canada, I'm sure, very bitter about that. Anyway, the device is just known as a Zamboni. It is technically an ice resurfacer. That is the official name for it. But the same way that you don't call an adhesive bandage, you call it a Band-Aid. It's a Band-Aid. And just because other companies make ice resurfacers, you don't call it anything but a Zamboni.
Not to be confused with former Major League Baseball player Ernie Zambezi. I was going to make a comment about how you do need some extra, income because you're still wearing a Coho hat who hasn't made hockey sticks for a while.
Yeah. If you would like to supply a hat to the commentator, this thing's been through some time. It's a Coho hat, technically made by CCM.
Oh.
So it's not as old as you may think it is.
That is true. Yeah, whose autographs do you have on there?
These are autographs from a Canes event several years ago. I'm pretty sure that Calvin DeHaan's on there, so that kind of gives you a time frame.
Okay. Yep.
Zam's just got another couple of passes to go here. As the Arctic Foxes return to their bench. The Raptors have not returned to their bench yet. A couple of streaks there by the Zam. Buddy, there are two of you. Come on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the extra guy doing? Yeah, helmet.
Yeah, we're gonna have another couple of passes here.
Just point out the spots that were missing.
So we'll get another pass here. Hey, this isn't a Canes game. Just passing by, just passing by. There's the Raptors coming out of the dressing room. And we'll get the pass down the middle, so at least that's taken care of. There's still a couple of areas there on the left side of the ice there.
Yeah.
So Zamboni rating 6 out of 10. If you're keeping score at home, rate your Zamboni driver on Yelp. Rate and review and smash that subscribe button. It really helps the channel.
I see a lot of spots in this, there where it looks like I didn't have it cut too deep.
There's some quality chunks there out in the middle of the ice. We've got some snow cone opportunities. A little cherry syrup and we'll be set. At the same time, I don't think you want to put your mouth on that ice.
Interesting that they wrap these with plastic. So they are metal underneath, and they wrap plastic. I guess plastic's less cold on behind you.
Yeah, it does like it everything. When it sits out on the aluminum ones and the gold, it's cold.
The giant door is going down for the Zam. We have learned from back in the House League days that no one can go on the ice until that Zam door closes. We have 2 officials. There's 3 and 4. And we have all 4 officials. That's neat. Raptors slowly making their way out onto the ice to warm up, as do the Arctic Foxes. The Foxes don't have a goal on their side, which seems like cheating, but at the same time, that will be the goal that the Raptors defend in the second period. Oh, there's going to be a goal there. I guess that's what you have to do. It seems only fair to have 2 goals. Allows both players to shoot on net. So, again, big warm-up time. If you missed the warm-up from behind the first period, but again, a lot of dead time there. Meanwhile, a meeting of the goaltenders at mid-ice. Perkins talking to the 2 Arctic Fox goaltenders.
I feel weird that you can
I'm just going to say, if Brian Perkins isn't talking, check his pulse. Because that dude chatters, man. And what's cool is he'll be listening to this, and he'll probably put this on his Instagram feed. So, hi, Brian's followers. He's got more followers than I do, so why not? Whistle blown. So Perkins makes his way back to his crease. Loud noises from the Raptors bench, so looks like we're ready to go. Arctic Fox's goaltender looks for his water bottle that was on the other goal and strides back in the other direction. Buddy, where were you? Take the water bottle with you. So, Fox's goalie is ready, so we're ready to go. Puck drop, sends it back. Driver knocks it down. Pauses, sends it out to mid-ice. Puck gets deflected by Perkins into the netting. Perkins doesn't know where it is. He's still looking at the netting. Brian, over here, buddy. Puck drop again. Goes out to the Foxes. Foxes try to get it around. Driver with a good check, but he lost the stick. Anyway, puck goes out, almost to center ice. Amistadi fights for it. Poked away. Keener sends it off the boards. Interesting bounce. Lee almost had an opportunity there, but the Foxes will go back the other way. Shot on net blocked. Movement goes over to Keener. Keener has it behind the net. He'll send it around the boards. Cross ice pass to Lombardo. Lombardo's got some open ice. Shot on net. Good D there by the Foxes. Amistadi brings it in, but the Foxes will take it out. Driver loses an edge, which allows for a 2-on-1. Backhand in front. The puck sent out the other direction. No icing there. Edwards will chase after it. Gets to the puck, sends it over to Keener. Keener with a wraparound, trying that again. Morris with a shot, scores! Keener went for the wraparound like he did the game previous. They were able to stop it, but the puck went out. Xander Morris crashing the net, saw the puck and put it past the goaltender to give the Raptors a 3-1 lead. I believe that's Xander Morris's first goal of the season, which, cool. Puck sent back the other way. That's going to get dropped in. Perkins will get a piece of it with a stick along the boards. It'll be Fisher that brings it out. Fisher stretch pass. Scott can't get a piece of it, but it goes to the goaltender, who covers. I don't know if that would have actually got past him. The angle that I saw, it looked like it was going to be an icing, but still a little close. The goaltender decided to cover it, so we'll get a face-off instead in the Raptors' offensive zone. Scott to take the face-off. Sent over. Brown takes it at the point. Shot. Glove save by the Foxes goaltender. Good shot there from Brown from the point. 13-11 remaining in the second period. Raptors have a 3-1 lead, as we'll take a face-off at the other circle. Scott to take the face-off again. Goes over to the side. Morris gets a piece of it. Brown again at the point. Shoots wide. Edwards and Fisher go after it. Fisher sends it around the boards the other way. Scott sends him in. It'll be Fisher, though, that tries to keep it in, but the Foxes have it, and they've got a 2-on-1 here. But good work there by the Raptors to get back and back check. Puck sent around the boards the other way, and then again, Foxes attempt to get it out in front. Fisher gets it out of the zone now. Scott sends it down. Edwards will go after it. Foxes attempt to get it out. They send it down ice. Brown gets a piece of it and takes the player off the puck. And Foxes will get it back. The Raptors send it down ice. That will be picked up by the Foxes, who, again, the goaltender, that looked like it might have been an icing, but the goaltender stuck his stick out and stopped it and covered it. I think the linesman right now is telling him, why are you doing that, buddy? Icing's a thing. Let it happen. 12 minutes left in the second period. Raptors still up 3-1. Keener to take the faceoff. Puck goes back. Driver can't keep it in. He sends it over to Amistadi. But the Foxes will dump it in. Driver goes back, sends it over to Rogers, goes off of the boards. Foxes will keep it in. They'll send it back around. Amistadi picks it up, tries to send it around. Goes off of a Raptors player. Lost the handle there. Foxes have it in the corner. They send it out to the point. Try to handle it, but Rogers takes it. Lee gets a piece of it. They're going in the wrong direction. And now the Foxes will go back the other way. They dump it in. They'll go chase. Amistadi throws the body in there. Digging around. It's behind the net. Send it back out. Goes off of a couple of sticks. Harmless. Tied up. Raptors get it out of the zone. It'll be Keener who has it deep. He sends it all the way down ice. Oh, that's cheating. See, I say it for both teams. 10:45 remaining in the second. Raptors still up 3-1. We'll get a face-off deep in the Raptors' defensive zone. Face-off sent back. Brown will go chase after it. He sends it along the boards over to Fisher. Fisher gets a piece of it. Gets sent back around the other way. Brown takes a big hit. Bouncing puck. Raptors will have it. They try to get it out. Super duper high stick. Guess it never touched. Lombardo has it. Lombardo and Edwards 2-on-1. Shot on net. Lombardo gets his own rebound. Shot goes high. Brown gets a piece of it to keep it in. Tied up in the corner. Sent out. Scott ties up the player. So it'll be Fisher that goes into the corner to go chase after it. Foxes have it. They send it out to the slot. Shot is blocked. Raptors go to separate players. Foxes have it in the corner. Goes off of a stick, and the Raptors have it. They'll bring it back the other way. Scott will have it. Scott with the entry. He gets around a defending player. Has it in the corner. Needs to get it away. Tie up there. In front. Fisher with a shot. Big save there. Shot goes wide. Fisher will take it again. Good opportunity there. Now tied up in the corner. Brown. Edwards has it. He fights for it. Gets it out to Brown. Brown with a shot. Pad save. Bouncing in front of the slot. But the Foxes will take it. Fisher stops the progress. The puck goes across ice. Opportunity here for the Raptors. Edwards gets past the one defender, but the second one catches up to him. Goes back the other way. The Foxes have it. They'll bring it down ice. The Raptors need a line change. In front, not picked up. Fisher sends it over. Keener chasing after it. It'll be Morris, though, that has it. Shot on net goes wide. Right off the bench. Patty Brown. Tied up. Brown tries to send it out in front of the slot. Keener will have it behind the net. Holds on. Loses the handle. Puck advances forward. Keener gets a piece of it. He'll bring it back the other way. Bouncing puck. Sent over. Morris will take it. He'll dump. Goes behind the net. Foxes try to send it around. Amistadi tries to stop the progress. And we've got a 2-on-1. Shot on net goes wide. Driver good to stop the 2-on-1 there. Then shot on net goes out. Good stop there by Keener, who brings it down ice. But taken away by the Foxes. They'll go back the other way. Driver taking player off puck. Puck still goes out in front. Foxes lose the handle. And that goes into the netting for a stoppage. 7:20 left in the second period. 3-1 Raptors. People just dropping everything. We'll get a face-off in the Raptors' defensive zone. Scott to take the face-off. He's got it tied up in an official's feet right now. Lombardo tries to get it out, but it goes to a Fox's player. Goes out in front. Perkins trying to fall on top of it. There's a massive humanity in front of the crease, but it goes out to the point. Big check there from Scott. Out in front, score! Nearly impossible angle on that shot, but it worked. as the Foxes make it a 3-2 game. Raptors holding on to a 1-goal lead, 6:58 remaining in the second. Scott to take the face-off. It's sent forward into Rogers' skates. Tied up. Lombardo goes after it. He's looking out to the point. Shot around. Fisher will keep it in. He'll go pinch up. Lombardo behind the net. Ties it up in front. Rogers picks it up. Massive humanity. They send it cross ice. The Foxes have it. They'll try to dance. You're not dancing past Dagan Brown. Go to send it around the other way. Players in the crease. Lombardo will send it down ice. That's going to be an icing. But allows the Raptors to make a line change. 6:14 left in the second period. Raptors holding on to a 3-2 lead. Keener to take the face-off. Some discussion with the official and one of the coaches on the Arctic Foxes bench. Not sure what that was about. Odd bounce off the boards. Patty Lee gets it out. Edwards takes it, drop pass over. Keener gets a piece of it. He tries to send it back the other way. Gets tied up on the boards. No one knows where the puck is. It's in the feet of the Raptors player. We'll poke a little bit and see what happens. Foxes go to bring it out. They'll dump it in. They'll go chase. Amistadi gets the angle. Foxes take it away. Driver has it. He'll send it along the boards. But no one's going to get to it, so that's going to be an icing. 5:31 remaining in the second. And we get another line change as the Raptors hold a 3-2 lead. And while we weren't paying attention, Driver in the box with a cross check. Don't know when that happened, but he'll be in the box for a minute and a half, and we'll get a minute and a half penalty kill. Shot blocked, goes out to mid-ice. Foxes will have to reset. Taken away by Morris. He'll dump it in. No icing there. Fisher goes after it because why not? Fisher sends it along the boards over to Brown at the point. Brown tries to send it over to the corner. Gets picked up. Puck dumped in. Brown will fight for it in the corner. Bouncing puck goes out to the point. Somehow gets through. Brown, though, gets it around. Scott had an opportunity there. Thought he could get it past the defender. Almost did. Morris tries to get a piece of it. Scott will take it. And at least gets out to mid-ice. Scott's still fighting for it. Scott takes the player off the puck. And now the Foxes will have to dump it. And that's icing. So we'll get a face-off deep in the Raptors' offensive zone. 4:22 remaining in the second period. 22 seconds remaining in the penalty to Driver. 3-2 Raptors. Lee to take the face-off here. Gets sent along the boards. Sent back. Lombardo will chase after it. Lombardo keeps it in. Fox is having difficulty getting anything started here. Amistadi now keeps it in.
Get him! Don't let him run through!
Puck dumped in. Perkins will knock it away with his stick. That'll be the end of the penalty. So we're back to 5-on-5 hockey.
Lock that lane! Let him pass!
Fox is looking for the shot from there. Pad save by Perkins. Amistadi tries to send it down ice. No icing there. Foxes will pick it up. Keener gets a piece of it to keep it from going out. Now that's sent down. That's going to be an icing. And it is. 3:32 remaining in the second period. Raptors still holding on to that 3-2 lead. We're at 5-on-5 hockey. So much yelling. So we have a face-off at mid-ice. So I'm assuming they changed their mind on the icing. Puck set out, intercepted. Shot on net. Knocked down by Perkins. He couldn't glove it. In front, bouncing puck just goes past. Raptors try to get it out, kept in by the Foxes. They'll send it around the boards. Bodies get taken down. Foxes send it behind the net. Shot on net goes behind. It's in the netting behind the net, so we'll get a stoppage. 2:59 remaining. Face off in the Raptors' defensive zone. Keener fights for it. Bouncing puck. Can't get the shot off. Foxes will send it back around the boards the other way. High bouncing puck. Shot on net goes wide. Raptors have it. They'll send it down ice. Edwards on his horse. Shoots it into the net. Wrong one. The high nets don't count for any points. Good opportunity, bad angle. 2:37 remaining in the second. And we'll get a face-off deep in the Raptors' offensive zone where they hold a 3-2 lead. Face-off with Keener. Sent along the boards. Foxes will try to get it out. It's tied up amongst many a player. Brown fights for it. Keeps it in. Lombardo has it. Shot. Just goes high. Fisher's going to pinch up. He'll take it over. Edwards has it along the boards. Keener now will fight for it. It gets fished out. Gets punched out. Lombardo has it. He sends it back the other way. He stops it. Now it gets knocked in again. Fisher will have to take this one back into his own defensive zone. Sends it back the other way. No one there. In front of the crease, some activity. Lombardo tries to get to it. Sent around the boards. Oh. Bad penalty there by Keener. As he might be taking a 2-10 for that. So we'll see what comes out of this. So we'll see coincidings. Keener going to go into the box as well as an Arctic Foxes player. We'll get some discussion here on whether or not they could call that a check from behind. That wouldn't shock me. And I think that's what they're discussing right now. So we'll see what comes out of this. judging by the discussion on the away bench, it looks like we may have another player going in. We'll see. Ideally, we don't want that to happen.
I think so.
Coach Winter seems to be smiling, so that's a positive. But Stegall's going on into the penalty box as well, so I'm assuming that's going to be a 2 and 10 on Keener. So the penalties will be coinciding, but Keener gets the additional 10 minutes misconduct. The penalty's still on the clock for the Raptors. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm thoroughly confused because the Raptors do have. Who cares? Lombardo has it on the breakaway. Shot, score! I'm sitting here trying to explain to you what's happening, and Corin Lombardo takes the puck away on the short-handed play.
You will continue to use that one until it no longer works.
And Corin Lombardo on the magic stick. He has to use that for the rest of his life. The Raptors take a 4-2 lead with the shorthanded goal from Corin Lombardo. Sent around, dumped in. Brown will go chase after it. Raptors can dump these if they want to. I mean, Lombardo can dump it into the goal. That's an option too. But Fisher will go after it. Goes off of a couple of sticks, and at mid-ice, Lombardo will pick it up. Why not? Goes after it, attempts the wraparound, fakes out one player. He'll hold on to it. In front, bouncing puck. Kept in by Fisher. Shot, good deflection there. And the goaltender covers for a stoppage. 52.9 seconds remaining in the second period. 44 seconds left on whatever penalty Keener got. Still unsure about the situation, but there could have been coincides. There could have been 2 penalties, but again, Stegall goes in there, so we could have had 1 penalty, or the 2 and 10 on Keener, which would cause the penalty. And the Arctic Foxes player could have just gotten the misconduct on his own for conduct. Anyway, Raptors will dump it in. Morris goes to chase after it. Takes the angle away. He'll hold it in. Morris using his size there. The Arctic Foxes will try the stretch pass. They'll dump it in front. Driver will pick it up, though. So 8 seconds left. Shot in front. Missed there. 5 seconds. Shot. Deflected away by Perkins, and that's going to be the period. So what are we getting out of that? A little extracurricular after the whistle. So some discussion now at the Raptors bench, attempting to figure out what's going on. Keener just wants to come out to talk to his teammates. He knows he has to go back in. Anyway, after 2, it's Raptors 4, Foxes 2. Let's see what ends up happening. I don't have a live feed of penalties or anything like that, so I don't know what's going on. Now there's an official in the penalty box. All chaos is breaking out. So again, further discussion there with Coach Brown. Did we get a whistle? I don't know. The minute ended. Again, more discussion. There's a whistle that says, hey, everyone, let's go play the hockeys. So Keener goes back in. And Driver goes back in. So it's going to be a penalty on Driver. For some extracurriculars afterwards. Not the smartest penalty to take at this time. But the Raptors have been pretty strong on the kill. We're waiting for the penalty to be put onto the board. So Keener will serve the rest of his misconduct. And we'll have a minute and a half power play for the Foxes that the Raptors will have to kill off. Dump down the opposite way, which is great because there's no icing when you're trying to kill a penalty. So the Foxes will have to reset. Loose puck, Lombardo dumps it back in. Lombardo tried to hold off as long as he could, then decided he didn't want to anymore. So there's an offsides. 14:34 remaining in the third. Minute 5 left in the penalty to Driver. 4-2 Raptors lead. Morris to take the face-off. Tied up along the boards. Fisher gets a piece of it. Sent back the other way. Fisher will take it back. He sends it along the boards. Goes into the Raptors' offensive zone. Good job there by Morris. He'll hold on to it. So again, he holds on to it for a period of time. He's still going after it. Big check there. Morris gets back onside. Good shift so far by Morris, and he's still out there. Puck dumped back in. Morris will go chase after it again. Fighting for it in the corner. Lee also fighting for it now along the boards. Fisher gets a piece of it. Bouncing puck out. And Morris will dump it into the zone. That's going to kill the penalty. 1-0. Out of the box. Pass across the crease. Hooked out. Edwards does not hold on to it. So dumped in the other way. Sent around. Brown has it. Stretch pass intercepted by the Foxes. They'll send it back around the boards. Fisher will chase after it. He tries to get it out. Lee sent cross ice. Edwards fights for it, sends it over to the boards. Lee tries to get it forward. Can't. Foxes send it. That's blocked by Fisher. Brown has it. He sends it over to Scott. Scott sends it along the boards the other way. Fisher will send it around his other way. Edwards gets it out. He gets off his skates a little bit. Couldn't see if that was a player that took him down or just a bad edge. Foxes will bring it in. Shot saved by Perkins. Fisher pins the Foxes player against the board. Puck squirts out. Fisher again fighting for it. It gets out. Shot saved by Perkins. Perkins covers it. All kinds of screeching going on. It's hurting my ears. But 11:57 remaining in the third. No harm, no foul. And the Raptors still maintain their 4-2 lead. Face off in the Raptors defensive zone. Sent along the boards. Out in front. Raptors try to get it out. They do. Lombardo will skate down ice. He's got the speed in front. But could not get his stick on as he crossed through the slot. And the Foxes' goaltender actually covers the puck. Keener to take the faceoff. He's out of the box. That's nice. Puck goes bouncing around behind the net. Morris has it, tries to send it out in front into the slot. A little too hard. The driver will take it the other way. Sent out in mid-ice, intercepted by the Foxes. They get a piece of it, so no icing there. The driver will fight for it. Tied up. Bouncing puck over to the boards. It's sent around. It goes into the other corner. Dumped back the other way, but did not touch off of anyone, so that's going to be icing, no matter how fast Xander Morris skates. So with 11 minutes remaining in the third period, the Raptors still hold a 4-2 lead. Scott for the faceoff. Goes back. Fisher will take the puck. He sends it along the boards. Lee gets a piece of it. Scott with a little contact there. Fisher sends it along the board the other way. But in front, knocked away. Picked up by Lee. Lee's got Edwards. Pass out in front. The Foxes have it. They'll bring it back the other way. Bouncing puck. Picked up by Scott. He'll go the other way. Send out to the point. Brown sends it around the boards. Lee tries to get it out into the slot. Edwards parked in front of the net. But the puck gets past Fisher, and we got a 2-on-1. Shot. Saved by Perkins. Shot again. Covered by Perkins as Brady Scott checks himself into the boards. Not advisable. Alas, we move on. 9:58 remaining in the third. Raptors hold a 4-2 lead. So we'll get a face-up deep in the Raptors' defensive zone. Driver tries to get a piece of it, goes into the corner. Sent out. Shot. Sent wide. Shot again. Gloved by Perkins, who eats it up and asks for more. We'll get another face-off. 9:47 remaining in the third. Tied up. Good opportunity there for Rogers, but lost an edge. But he gets it down ice at least. Now dumps back in. The Raptors will go after it. This is where the short bench is hurting them a bit. But Keener goes down ice. He has possession. Tries to get it out. Can't get it completely. Rogers tries to send it in. But the Foxes have it. A little activity there along the boards. Shot saved by Perkins. They can't get it out of the zone. Send it along the boards. Into the corner. Out in front. Raptors will send it down ice where it will be icing. Now, if we didn't have an ice scrape between the first and second period, that wouldn't be icing. But it did. 8:51 remaining in the third. Raptors 4, Foxes 2. Face off deep in the Raptors defensive zone. Goes out to the point, shot on net, gloved by Perkins. And we'll do this again. A little bit of discussion by the Foxes player that was in the crease and a couple of the Raptors. Hopefully, friendly restaurant recommendations. Puck sent out. Morris tries to send a cross-ice pass over to Lee. Another Raptor got a piece of it, though. It was Scott. Picked up at mid-ice, bouncing puck. Hand pass. Yep. Can't do that. When the puck's in the air, you can touch it with your hand, but you kind of have to drop it. You can't just shove it forward. That is also cheating. And we'll get a face-off in the Raptors' offensive zone. Scott to take this face-off. Tends to get sent out. Morris stops it. Gets dumped out, but Fisher has it. He'll send it along the boards. Cross ice, picked up by Brown. He sends it off the glass. Manages to get through a couple of players. Foxes will try to get it out. Brown attempts to pinch. Fisher sends it around the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Too many men. We won't call that because that's hard. Foxes go to bring it in. Still maintain possession. Backhand stopped. Another one intercepted by the Raptors. Scott tries to skate it out. Now he's offside. So let's see what the call is there. That's going to be on Scott for cross-checking. Unnecessary penalty there. The Raptors will have another penalty to kill. With 7:29 remaining in the third, we'll have a minute 30 of penalty kill for the Raptors. Lombardo take this face off. Sent to Amistad, who sends it down ice. That should kill some time. Edwards will go chase after it. Sent around. Lombardo will go pick this one up. And he'll see if he can maintain possession. But the Foxes have it. They'll go the other way. Sent back the other way. The Foxes are going to bring it in. A little bit high on that one, but that's okay. Amistadi will go dump it down ice. The Foxes have it at mid-ice. Pass out in front. Bouncing. Poke. Lombardo has it. Sends it out. Edwards has it, and we got a one-on-one. He had the stick work. But he just had it a little too much in front of him, and the Arctic Fox's goaltender was able to cover it before he could poke it in. 6:31 remaining in the third. 32 seconds left on the penalty to Scott. Raptors still up 4-2. Foxes have it. They go to send it down ice. But Brown sends it back the other way. Morris dumps it in. And the Foxes will have to reset again. Stretch pass. Morris intercepts it, then forgets the puck. That's unfortunate. The Foxes will bring it in. Shot. High stick, the call. And that's going to be a penalty on the Foxes with a high stick. So we'll have 4 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. And then the Raptors will go on the power play. That's why we wear cages, to protect the faces of the players. Puck sent out. Brown has it at the point. Holds on to it a little bit, then dumps it in. And now the Raptors will be on the power play. Tied up. Sent back around. Lombardo will chase after it. He gets pinned on the boards, but gets possession of the puck. It's in front of the crease. Lombardo tries to get to it. He's fighting off 3 Foxes players. The Foxes escape. Rogers knocks it away. Keener gets a piece of it, but the Foxes will send it back the other way. No icing because they're on a penalty kill. And Lombardo's magic stick is broken. Magic dust all over the ice. This puck goes to mid-ice. Foxes will bring it in. Keener says that's not allowed. And he'll bring the puck down. Foxes take it away. Brown goes to dump it in. Foxes will dump it down. Edwards will pick it up. He sends it high off the boards. Icing waved off because you can't just sit there and watch the puck. You have to actually try. Foxes with the zone entry, but Amistadi knocks it away. Now Amistadi will take it down ice. Big check on the boards. Goes back the other way. Driver will pick it up, though. Put on the brakes. Send it forward. Edwards has it at mid-ice. He does the entry. Look for Morris. Morris had slammed on the brakes to not be offside. Morris now keeps it in, but the Foxes intercept. In the skates. Edwards has it. He tries to send it over to Driver. Driver along the boards. Morris from the point. Edwards goes to chase after it. Scott will take it. Shot on net. Edwards still has it in the corner. Amistadi, great keep. Scott fights for it in the corner again. The Foxes will take it. They'll try to get it out. Amistadi can't keep it. Driver with a good job there to intercept. Cross ice pass, one-timer, fails for the Foxes. Now the puck behind the net. Goes out in front. Morris has to get it. Goes over to Edwards. Edwards will bring it in. They try to get it out. Scott can't keep it in. 2:37 remaining in the third. Scott got to flip it over. Fisher manages to get it out of the zone. That would be offsides, but it's not there. Now the puck gets dumped in. That's going to be icing, so we'll get a face-off deep in the Raptors' defensive zone with 2:21 remaining in the third, and the Raptors holding a 4-2 lead. Keener with the puck drop. Brown sends it over to Fisher. Fisher tries to send it out. Does not fully get it out, but now maintains possession. Now he'll dump it. Lombardo goes over to the corner in an attempt to get it. He'll fight with it with Keener. Foxes try to send it around the other way. Still along the boards. Keener tries to get a piece of it. Lee will go after it. And cross ice. Backhand by Brown. Official taken out by the Foxes. That's not a great plan. Bouncing puck now on the boards. Foxes will take it out. Cross ice pass. Shot. Swallowed up by Perkins, and we'll get a stoppage. 1:32 remaining in the third. Raptors still holding on to their 4-2 lead. 92 seconds remain. If you're into that kind of math. So face off deep in the Raptors defensive zone. Tied up. Scott gets a piece. Now everyone looking for the puck. It finally gets out. Crosses mid-ice. The Foxes will have to chase after it. Dumps back in the other direction. But Driver will pick this one up. He sends it back the other way. Again, no urgency here from the Raptors. They don't need to. Scott with a good pick there. Puck goes to mid-ice. Foxes will dump it in. They send it around. Picked up by, looks like Scott. He'll skate it in. We'll chase after it himself. Rogers gets a piece of it. He'll fight for it. Puck dumped in. That'll be icing. So 39.1 seconds remaining in the third period. We'll get a face-off in the Raptors' offensive zone, with the Raptors holding a 4-2 lead over the Arctic Foxes. But now I'm seeing a penalty on... Okay, you can guess. You know who it's on. Brady Scott in the box. So the 39.1 seconds left will be all on a penalty kill. Hopefully, at least for the Raptors. Bouncing puck. Sent out. Keener fights through two players. Attempts to get it through. There's a bunch of sticks in unfortunate places there. Foxes will go cross ice. They get tied up with each other. Dump it in. Lee will go after it in the corner. Sent back around. Lee will go to take it. Foxes will send it out to the point. Shot goes high. 3, 2, 1, 0. Well, that's going to be a final. The Raptors will at least get one win out of this tournament, as at the end of 3 periods end the game. The Raleigh Raptors 4, the Pittsburgh Arctic Foxes 2. We'll check out the handshake line there. And we'll wrap this up. We will see you tomorrow at a time to be determined, because I'm not sure how it's going to work out. I don't think we're going to be in the championship game. I think we'll be in. So 9:40 in the morning, probably. You'll find out. I'll send the notifications out. But that's going to be it. So signing off. We'll see you tomorrow.